Good morning, you're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. And first up, in a shocking case of brutal sexual assault, a 15-year-old girl was found kept in illegal confinement and raped for 9 months. The minor was meted out this treatment by her brother's father-in-law. The father-in-law, Basappa Kuri, was angry that his own daughter had ditched her first abusive husband and married another person. To take revenge on his daughter, Basappa kidnapped the second husband's younger sister, who was a minor, and raped her. The minor is now pregnant. My colleague Harish joins us with more information. Harish, a shocking incident coming to light there. For over 9 months, we understand that Basappa had conducted this horrific act. If you can take us through exactly what took place and how it even came to light.
Well, this man who's accused of rape right now is Basappa Kuri. He is from the Belgaum district itself. And what we are learning is that he sold his daughter first for 60,000 rupees for one person called Mahavir in Hubli. And after selling his daughter Sudha, she was with person. She married Mahavir and she was with him for nearly a year. But she couldn't stay with him, after which she gave a written agreement to Mahavir, and she said that she is leaving on her own, after which she came back and settled with her earlier boyfriend, and she married him, and they were together, and they were together for some time. That's when Basappa Kuri got to know about this entire development, that she had in fact left the person whom he had sold her to and settled down with someone else. And this seems to have infuriated Basappa Kuri. He went to his daughter's house, and he went along with one more person, Fakirappa. There, he kidnapped one a minor girl, 15-year-old minor girl, and he took her into custody, and he kidnapped her and kept her with him for nearly 9 months, and the allegation is that he has raped her for nearly 9 months, and now she's a pregnant lady. And this whole issue has come to light after both of them, this 15-year-old girl as well as Sudha, have approached the local district administration to file a case against Basappa Kuri of kidnapping, rape and assault, all these other charges. So now it will have to be seen what is the kind of action that the local administration will take, Akshita.
Right, Harish, considering that a complaint has already been filed, do we know if Basappa is in the custody of the police or if he is absconding at the moment?
Right now, what we are learning is that the police have taken the complaint. Bailahongala police station is a police station which has jurisdiction over this matter. They have taken the complaint, and they are under a lot of pressure, considering the fact now various organizations, social organizations and women's organizations have taken up this issue in Belgaum, and there is a lot of pressure on the district administration to act swiftly, Akshita.
Right, Harish, but no doubt a shocking incident coming to light there. We're talking about a minor girl who's been illegally confined for nearly 9 months. Now, that is a long duration. How is it that the family didn't realize? How is it that they never filed a complaint?
Yes, this is the big question on what the family was doing. It is we are learning that he went to the house and kidnapped this minor girl from her house itself, and he did this interact with another friend. So clearly it was not a one-off incident or something that the family didn't know, and it went on for 9 months. He had kept her in his custody for 9 months. So definitely there are questions raised on why the family did not approach the police, or didn't Sudha herself, who was in the house, why didn't she come forward earlier to try and talk to the SP or lodge an official complaint, Akshita?
Right, Harish, thank you so much for joining us with all those details about a barbaric incident coming to light there. We understand that Sudha was the daughter of the rapist you see on your screens, Basappa Kuri. It is understood that she in fact divorced her first husband, someone who her father had gotten her married to, and then went on to fall in love and marry another man. Now, to in fact exact revenge on his daughter, this particular man you see on your screens went on to target his son-in-law's younger sister, who is just 15 years old. It is said that he kidnapped her and kept her under illegal confinement for 9 months, and during that period raped her many times until she finally became pregnant, and that is when he let her go. Now, a complaint has been filed by the victim, the 15-year-old girl, as well as Sudha, and they have booked Basappa Kori for kidnapping, rape and assault. He is not in the custody of the cops as of now, and the cops of course are on the lookout for him and hopeful of arresting him soon. But a lot of questions also crop up in this particular case with regards to why the family did not file a missing complaint earlier. Were they in fact in the know-how of things, considering that Basappa is said to have gone into their house and taken the little girl? And moving on, traffic is moving at a snail's pace at Navrang Circle. The BWSSB has opened up a ditch to plug a leak in a manhole, and this has resulted in a huge traffic pile-up as half of the road has been closed for traffic. Commuters are using arterial roads to overcome this particular stretch. Just in fact, a couple of days ago, there was chaos in this very same circle due to metro construction that was taken up without any sort of notice being given to the commuters. And now the BWSSB seems to have created quite some chaos. In fact, they've taken up work to clean up or unclog a manhole in the area, and hence have dug up and that entire stretch, keeping in mind that Navrang Circle is one of the busiest areas in Bengaluru. It has led to quite a bit of commotion as traffic has come to an absolute standstill. You can see that half the road has been cut off because of the BWSSB work. It looks like they suddenly took up this work, but what it has led to is that they've dug up a huge pit, and hence half the road has been blocked up, and now commuters facing a hard time trying to make their way through all of that chaos. And add to it is the fact that it is that time of the day when there is so much traffic flowing in, so the BWSSB creating quite a bit of inconvenience to the people. And while they haven't given any sort of warning that this would take place, it has definitely left the commuters in this area as an irked lot, as they feel that they could have been given some sort of warning ahead that this would happen, and some of them have now resorted to using arterial roads rather than use this particular road, as traffic is moving rather slowly on that particular road. And the cab drivers as well as pro-Kannada activists have come together at KIA to protest today outside the toll plaza. Protesters have been demanding a rollback of the hike since yesterday. The new tariff, which has not gone down well with the commuters, came into effect on the intervening night of Saturday-Sunday. In fact, the single entry toll for cars, jeeps and other light motor vehicles has been increased from 20 rupees to 75 rupees, while those doing a return trip within 24 hours will have to pay 115 rupees in place of 30 rupees. So we're looking at a pretty steep hike there over the weekend, and this clearly has not gone down too well with cab drivers. We have to keep in mind that they will face a backlash of the same, considering of course that they will have to increase their cab fares, which means business will slow down. But keeping all this in mind, even lorry drivers have come together to protest. Since yesterday, we have seen a large group of cab drivers and the likes come together and protest outside the toll plaza, leading to quite a bit of traffic pile-up also in the area. And of course, come today, it will be the same, as they are coming together in a few minutes from now to protest. Besides that, on May 9th is when we will be looking at an indefinite strike by the cab drivers as well as lorry drivers. Nearly 5 lakh commercial vehicles have stated that they will be coming together for this particular strike, stating quite clearly that they will not budge till some sort of revision of these toll fares is done, till in fact there is a rollback of these huge prices. But another issue to be taken up at this point is that Bengalurians will probably be heavily affected by the fact that these particular toll fares have been hiked, not just because of course cab fares will be increased, but also we could be looking at vegetable prices going up, considering that most of the vegetable supply comes in from Chikbalapur and the likes. They will be passing through this particular road and passing through this toll plaza. So considering that the lorry drivers will have to shell out more, transportation fee becomes that much more, and vegetable prices at the end of the day will increase. So in the coming days, we could be looking at vegetable prices also being affected. So it looks like this particular toll fare hike will affect a lot of people at large, and the cab drivers have now come together demanding that there be some sort of revision, some sort of regulation of the prices, considering that over 2 days we've seen the prices, the toll fare jump from about 20 rupees to 75 rupees, and that is just one way. And moving on to some political updates, Amethi is all decked up for a battle royale of campaigning today. The campaigning for the high-profile contest will come to an end at 5 p.m. today, considering that Amethi is going to polls on May 7th. The BJP and Congress have lined up their top leaders in full force for a fight to finish. BJP's campaign will be led by its prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi, and of course Congress will have its star campaigner Priyanka Gandhi leading the onslaught. And as for the AAP, we've got Kumar Vishwas, of course, who is contesting from there, and he is said to be organizing a grand rally as well. So everyone seems to be making the most and exploiting the fact that these are the last few hours of campaigning. In fact, this is the first time that Narendra Modi will be descending upon Amethi, which is, of course, Rahul's bastion, and the first time that Modi will be taking Rahul Gandhi head-on. So that will be a very closely watched rally to see exactly what the BJP prime ministerial candidate will have to say. There's no doubt that there will be some mudslinging involved, and he will definitely pull up Rahul's name and the development in Amethi. Meanwhile, Congress is banking on Priyanka Gandhi, who has been able to do wonders for the party. Several people have been talking about the fact that Priyanka Gandhi's campaigns have done a world of good for the Congress, and that several people have been able to identify themselves with her rather than her brother. And Aam Aadmi Party there will have Kumar Vishwas campaigning, with several other AAP leaders coming together as well. We understand, of course, that just last week Arvind Kejriwal was present there going ahead and campaigning for Kumar Vishwas. So today we'll see yet another grand rally from the AAP as well.